Hello everybody, Nolan of Black Diamond Services. I am out at a brand new commercial account. I am excited to say I am now doing 18 different locations here in my area for H&R Block. This is my first one. So I already did these chairs, these leather chairs, did the seats, and then all of their desk chairs throughout here. And then I'm working on the carpet. Just started the rinsing part of it. I am super stoked. This is what I was talking about in a previous video, if you saw that. Sounds like it's going to be done at least a couple times a year. So that's the best thing, or the best way to end the year for sure. So I gotta lock myself in here so people don't think they're open. But I've already started rinsing this out a little bit. As you can see, I'm being a little festive. It's so bright that these little lights aren't really showing much, but decide what the heck, why not? I got some battery powered lights that we already had at my house, so I actually put it on the wand, and I got some more battery powered lights on my CRV that I will be doing at a different location. The CRV wasn't necessary in this setting for what I'm doing. Just wanted to tell you guys what I am up to today. So I'll be knocking out all these locations in the next couple weeks. So if you see a lot of video of me in commercial settings, that is why. This one isn't in too bad a shape, but it is still coming out a little brown. You can see on my sight glass on the end of the wand there. So it's probably not very easy to see. But surprisingly, as new as this carpet looks, it is dirty. So right now, this job's probably not going to be very fun to watch, but nonetheless, I had to film a little bit at my first account with them and show you guys what I'm up to. Like I said, I already rinsed this area a little bit, so I'm just doing a little extra dry strokes, even though the sun's beating down right on this spot. I'd probably dry it out really quickly, but even with these dry strokes, I'm seeing a little bit of brown pop through. This looks like damaged carpet right here, or I may be just fooling myself and it might be the reflection of that sticker. There's only one way to find out. Yep, that's it. How funny. Get a brand new account, you gotta be absolutely sure, right? So have to check. So like I stated in a previous video, if you did not see that, this fell into my hands based off of an employee that works for them in one of their locations, or manages one of their locations. I cleaned her carpet, probably 4 or 5 months ago. And she calls me literally, let's see, was it Wednesday evening? Left me a voicemail because it was after my normal business hours. I saw it come through, had a moment, gave her a call back, and she told me about this. And she's like, okay, I'm going to have so-and-so call you in the morning. I was like, all right, perfect, thank you. This is amazing, right? So I getting ready in the morning to go to my first stop, and boom, like right after 8 o'clock, when I told her that I'm in a sense open for phone calls, this person calls me. It's like, hey, I have 18 locations at H&R Block that I need the carpets done for. Like, okay, awesome. How soon do you want to get started? And she's like, now. Or as soon as you can. I got a deadline that they all need to be done by January 2nd. They're all in this, and that area. Each office. Some are relatively similar, some are in different shapes than the others. I was like, okay, wasn't planning on working today. I'm heading up to a family, or my wife's family's, somebody's getting married. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go and take care of one of them in the morning to the afternoon before we leave, just to get this ball rolling so I'm one up on starting, because I was planning on, because when I'm getting back, I won't be able to start on anymore till December 24th. Which of course is Christmas Eve, but that's all right. My family wasn't planning on doing anything on Christmas Eve. We're going to do all of our stuff in the morning with my sons and relax. So I'm going to go knock out a couple of these different locations for them at that point. But anyways, so yeah, she calls me up and tells me about this literally the next day, less than 12 hours away from the time that I talked to my client. This other person's calling me saying, let's get this going. There's just a few things that happened with the previous cleaner, and that's why they decided to part ways, I guess. I didn't dig too deep. I just got some basic information so I can make sure it's not something that's commonly done amongst cleaners. So I'm not basically going out here and doing the same thing, because there are a lot of owner-operators that have the same process, and if that wasn't what they liked, then I want to know so I can adjust accordingly and make sure that I'm servicing them the way they'd want to be taken care of. Because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. You can educate them on what needs to be done for it, and what's needed. But there's those lights. If they have specific requests, then you got to make sure that you can deliver. And with that being said, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was just some mistakes here and there that happened, and so they had me come out and just do it on the spot. I was going to do bids for every single one of them, but considering their time constraint, they went ahead and chose me based off of word of mouth. So that's why it's so important, no matter how small, how big the job you're at, to always be doing your best that you can, because somebody will notice, and somebody will appreciate you and turn into your cheerleader, start talking about you. You know, 'cause if you do a fantastic job, somebody's going to say something to so-and-so, like, oh, in conversation, whether it's amongst friends, just hanging out, having a coffee or whatever, and it comes up, so-and-so asks, hey, I'm going to be getting my carpet cleaned, and then the other person can be like, oh man, yeah, I just had such and such service out, and they did a fantastic job. Oh, really? Well, do you have their number or card? And then boom, your name's thrown out there, and you're now in another door, and you're $0 invested into that job to get it. So that's why it's so important. Taking a little bit of extra time to do something for somebody is actually cheaper than paying for advertisement. You still want to do that because you will get a lot of work from it if you're doing certain things that work for the cleaning industry. But you'll get a slew of more clients through referrals, as in your own personal cheerleaders. And that is definitely just a fact. We've been fortunate to get a fair amount of referrals for both carpet and house cleaning. So I'm quite stoked that this came through off of a job I was like really busting my butt on to make look nice, because the carpet was in pretty bad shape, but I wanted a challenge, and I wanted to see how clean, not just clean, but I know I can get it clean. It's just how much more presentable can that carpet be, or is it on its last leg? Because there are certain situations where it could be on its last leg, and it's best to just let them know that, and that you're more than happy to clean it for them. But as far as the appearance of the carpet being worn too far out, that it's suggested to possibly replace it. But this wasn't quite the case. The carpet turned out really well. It just took an extra hour than what normally a job that size would take. You know, and I didn't charge extra or anything for it, because I thought just going to take care of them, and you know, on this one time, because they were a first-time client, so I was actually really in the mood to just really impress somebody and do the best there is, and not worry about charging the extra for what was necessarily needed to be done on that go around. Just because it just, I don't know, it felt nice to do something good for somebody at the time for me. And you know, I'm reaping the rewards right now as you watch this. This is my reward. Cleaning 18 locations of H&R Block coming my way. Upholstery in this one, and the carpet. I was expecting just carpet. And then she's like, oh, I need the chairs done. I'm like, what? Okay, awesome. That is definitely doable. So came in here and did those first. These leather seats, I cleaned and conditioned them with a leather cleaner. And as you can tell, I'm working on the carpet here. Just going kind of slow while I talk. But yeah, it's a pretty decent size. It's about a little over 1,000 square feet of carpet. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on my journey here of my business. It's much appreciated if you've been watching, you know, for the past couple months, since I've been really actively posting videos on YouTube and a little bit on Facebook. So I really do appreciate that. It's fun for me to basically vlog my journey through this business, and my little milestones of growth here. It's just good to document, so I can go back one day and reflect on it, or you know, show my kids when they're a little older of how we started. and all that. And, you know, if they decide to one day help me or take over, whatever it may be, then they'll have some background on how it all started. So I think that's pretty awesome. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get this going a little faster without having to hold the camera. So I appreciate it. Leave me a comment. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks again so much for watching and your support. Have a wonderful day. And if I don't see you beforehand in another video, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.